Friends, welcome at Dr. Ved channel. Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. We will see in this presentation Salmonellosis Part 3. This is an important bacterial disease. In this part, we will see clinical findings in detail. We will see here the Salmonellosis clinical findings. The animal remain asymptomatic carrier, but on exposure to very severe predisposing factors we have already seen in etiology part. Severe stress and strain. These carrier animals may become a clinical case. And then it may be acute or chronic or septicemic or something like that. Now the salmonellosis as a main appear as a two form, acute form or chronic form. So it manifests symptoms accordingly. For the convenience, the salmonellosis is classified as enteric form, mostly the intestine is involved, and septicemic form, when there is septicemia, the whole body is involved. Again, in enteric form, there are two parts: acute enteric form, severe gastroenteritis, and chronic enteric form. Here we will see the clinical signs of acute enteric form. Enteric means intestine is mainly involved. Here the adult animals are highly susceptible and they are affected. There is high fever. There is severe watery diarrhea, and diarrhea is fetid. It is ordered very badly. There is dysentery also. The watery diarrhea with blood is called a dysentery. There are signs of abdominal pain because the motility of the intestine is increased, at the same time inflammation, and animal manifest occasional straining to defecate, that is tenesmus. It is simply a straining, that is because of irritation in the intestine. The feces is badly ordered, putrid order, containing plenty of mucus, blood, and fibrinous cast. See the necrosis of the intestine and sloughing of the intestinal mucosa. There is fibrinous cast in the feces. We continue here the acute enteric form. The necrosis and sloughing of the intestine is too much. So sometime what will happen? A tubular mucosal mass of the intestine, that is called tubular cast, in severe cases also appear in the feces, and that clinician and owner can see this tubular cast in the feces. That is very severe condition. The intestinal mucosa also necrosed and sloughed off in the form of cast or sit. So this is the characteristic of acute enteric form of this salmonellosis. Sometimes there is extensive intestinal hemorrhage, and they may cause additional problem of anemia. Because of enteritis, there is complete anorexia. Because of the severe diarrhea, there is dehydration and increased thirst. There is increased heart rate and respiration rate. because of the anemia and dehydration. There is increased congestion of the mucous membrane. The important symptom observed in pregnant animals is abortion because of diarrhea, dysentery. There is severe dehydration. The organism secretes toxin, and so there is toxemia. The toxin enter into the blood and worsens the condition. This is a very serious condition, toxemia. There is loss of body weight due to loss of water dehydration, due to anorexia. There is great weakness to such an extent that weakness leads to recumbency. The animal sits down, unable to get up. Sometimes weakness is such that because of toxemia and other things, that animal is totally lying flat, lying flat on the ground, unable to get up. Then the temperature drops to subnormal and death occur in 2 to 5 days. We have seen very severe form, acute enteric form. Now we see the chronic enteric. This chronic enteric form is observed as a severe outbreak, means many animals are affected, and occasionally outbreaks are observed in cattle and horses. In cows, there is intermittent or persistent diarrhea. The feces shows occasional spots of blood, mucus, and fibrinous cast because of the necrosis and sloughing of the mucosa of the intestine. There is loss of body weight and emaciation. We have seen acute enteric form very severe, chronic enteric form not much severe. This is the third form, septicemic form. This is a severe form. There is septicemia. The bacteria enter into the circulation, produce toxin, and produce the symptoms of both bacteremia, septicemia, and toxins. Here, the newborn young animals are highly susceptible. Remember, frequently clinicians observe such condition in newborn young animals, in foals, calves, and periods. There is severe bloody diarrhea. The feces is characteristic putty colored. It is just like a war putty. It is white putty colored. This is characteristic and contain blood streaks or sometimes blood clots. There is great depression in septicemic form. This is the septicemic form. So it shows all symptoms of septicemia and toxin, as in the other disease also. There is great dullness, there is incoordination of the movement, ataxia, the animal becomes recumbent, and in severe cases, great prostration. Animal lie down flat on the ground, nearly to the coma condition. There is high fever and death is observed in 1 or 2 days. This is very severe condition. in septicemic form. In some cases, there is involvement of the other system of musculoskeletal system, and clinicians you might have observed enlargement of joints. There is swelling of the joint. There is arthritis. Animal is unable to walk, lame, especially in young animals. Sometimes the lungs is involved along with intestine. So signs of pneumonia, respiratory difficulties, dyspnea, coughing, severe respiratory distress is also observed. And such cases show the manifestation of both pneumonia and enteritis. The case is pneumoenteritis, both involved, lungs and intestine. The recovered animal excrete organisms for the whole life. This is a potential dangers for the other animals. Friends, here I have narrated in detail complete about the clinical finding of salmonellosis. It is requested to share the information to the other veterinarian, requested to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.